All right, so today we're going to talk about conditional statements. So here are the things that you need to learn for today. So some mathematical relationships can be described using a variety of if-then statements. So it's basically going to be like, if this, then that. And we're going to go over some examples of what that looks like. Then each conditional statement has a converse, an inverse, and a contrapositive, and you'll get an opportunity to see what those are. So conditional statements, so this contains two parts. We've got the hypothesis, which for this right here, we always are going to talk about it in red, and we call the hypothesis the P. And then we've got the conclusion, which is the after the then part, and we're always going to say that this is a Q. And so we can write this in the if-then, and the if is always going to be associated with the red at the beginning for a conditional statement, and the then is always going to be associated with the blue. So it contains the hypothesis, just like we talked about. It's if with the hypothesis, then it's then with the conclusion. So the symbols that you're going to see is P implies Q. And so that's what the arrow means. It means if P, then Q. Or P implies Q. That's how we would use that lingo. So for the example here, we are going to underline the if. So if you are in Connecticut is our P, or our hypothesis, then you are in New England. So what this means is that if we go ahead and we look at this map here, this is a map of the New England area. And what they're saying is that if you are in Connecticut, so Connecticut's right here, then you are in New England, which means that that is true.